Awesome.
Activision presents a smashing blast from the past. Fasten your seatbelts for a Beanox recreation.
Alright, yeah, we're live. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Alright, so now I need to go to YouTube and get the stream link. Yep, and as I can see, we are still not getting notifications about me going live in our sub box. So that sucks. No, I'm not doing Smash right now. I'm doing CTR. Okay, so you probably heard my echo, but yeah, I was just checking the audio levels. Yeah. Alright, so paste the link. Some CTR tips on all tracks. Join me in this awful weather. And we're gonna select all, copy, post, and then we'll paste over on Twitter. Yo, Kurt's here? Yo! Also, Dakota, yeah, I know that's a pretty good tip. Just don't be bad. That is true. That is true. Alright, well, I got that tweeted out. Got it on all my social media and stuff. I can add it to my Facebook story too. Yep, I'm live. Alright, add that. And we are ready to go, yo. Yeah, that's also true. Don't have drift on your controllers. Oh yeah, also Spyro's here. Alright, so I'm gonna go ahead and hop in since I've got people here. Yo, what's up, dude? What's up? So yeah, anyway, I've had a lot of people message me, DM me, asking how am I good at CTR? What do I do? What do I do differently? Well, the purpose of this stream is to show you all the stuff that I do on every single track. I'm going to show you the reserve system in this game, which makes it so much better than Mario Kart. Using the speed class, I will show you how to do air braking and U-turns. I will show you all the shortcuts, and I'll show you all the little glitches that you can do to kind of cheese your way to victory. So yeah, we'll just hop into local races here. Yo, let's get that Kubo. Alright. What I could do is... Actually, no. What I'll do is I'll do time trials for you guys. This will show you all the basics that I do on every single course. And then maybe later I'll talk about items, because... as you know, if you've played Mario Kart, items kind of screw everything up. So, we're just gonna hop right into this with the time trials. So, if you've played CTR before, you'll know that time trials, you basically have to do time trials 4 times if you want to 100% the game. The gold stars represent you beating Entropy's time, which if you beat all of them on every single... I was about to say Chork, yeah. If you beat every single course's Entropy time, you unlock him. And then you unlock the Oxide time trial, which is even harder. So as you can see, I've done that on every single course, even the DLC courses. But we're just going to go ahead and hop in and show you guys how it's done. We'll go up against Oxide, because I'm just that good. Alright, you know what, since it's the Spyro Grand Prix, we're going to stay as Spyro. So, in Crush Team Racing, there's a system called reserves. The way you boost in this game is... it's kind of like drifting in Mario Kart, but you press the button whenever you want to boost. You'll look at my boost gauge in the bottom right corner. What you want to do is there's a specific timing for when you want to press the button. That gives you a perfect boost and gives you the most time with your boost. Reserves are the amount of time that you have per boost, and you can stack this time over and over with multiple boosts. And these reserves carry over into higher speeds whenever you pass over a boost pad or a super boost pad, which gives you blue fire and all that stuff. I am wearing the forbidden costume right now. I, however, do not have an Elgato Cam Link right now. It is on the way, though. Wow, I am screwing up because I'm trying to commentate this. But yeah, that's how reserves work. You just want to always be boosting. And then if you follow the path that I'm doing, you should be fine. And you always want to go for perfects here. It's better to go for a perfect than 3 goods. Just keep that in mind. And this is how you get good at Crash Team Racing. And as you saw there, my flyer, yeah, my fire went out there. It went from bright orange to nothing. That means that I ran out of reserves, and I just have to get them back by boosting. Cool thing in Nitro Fueled is that you'll know whenever you have the perfect timing down because your tires actually start to glow. I don't usually rely on that. I kind of just have the timing down. Also, I'm gonna lose this time trial, but that's not what the point of this video is. Just saying. It's kind of hard to do it and commentate at the same time. Like, seriously, it is very hard. But as you can see, I was actually pretty close to my best time on that. So I think we're gonna be fine. I think we're gonna be fine. Rolling around at the speed of sound. Oh yeah, I forgot the Grand Prix is a thing. So yeah, you'll also notice that whenever I screwed up there, I kind of did this weird hop thing. So in this game, whenever you drift and you hit the button for it, you actually do a little hop, just like in Mario Kart. But in this game, it kind of helps you with your turning to hop. But there's a mechanic in this game called air braking, where if you hop and you let go of everything, like literally everything, and you hit the brake button and you tilt your analog stick back and diagonally in the direction you want to go, you will turn sharply no matter what character you are. And it's kind of what makes the speed characters busted in this game. So yeah, now I'm basically just going to be showing you guys all of the shortcuts, all the things you want to do in each track. It's basically just you need to memorize the track and memorize the best route for you to go through. And then of course just be good. Alrighty. Oh yeah, probably should explain this. To get the boost at the beginning, you just accelerate right before the green light. Also, I screwed up. I'm gonna restart. I was too busy commentating. Yeah, I always boost on every light just because that's what I did when I was a kid growing up on the game. So yeah, you'll have enough speed to go through there. Just hop through it. It's faster. So then get a boost here and then just jump here. I go down the left side just because it's better. Well, at least for me. In world record, you go down the right side. Just saying. Yeah. You see that I actually have a really big flame coming out of my exhaust. That's because I have reserves and I passed over a boost pad. So whenever you pass over a boost pad, you keep that speed as long as you have reserves stored up. And of course, the longer you have reserves, the longer you'll have that speed. So again, you just rinse and repeat, and I bonked something, so I lost my speed. So just like in Mario Kart, if you hit a wall or anything else, you will lose your speed. But yeah, this is what you should do. You should drift on that section there. Because the perfect boost It gives you much more reserves in terms of, let's see, how do I put this? Let me just say that it's better than just hopping there. Because while hopping, yeah, that's good. It does give you reserves. Perfects literally are the only thing you should be going for. So yeah. And as you can see, we're quite a ways ahead of Oxide. So this is shaping up to actually be a pretty good run. Also, the game does run at 30 frames per second on console. I know on PC it doesn't. People have it working at 60 frames, even though it's not technically out on PC. I think. I'm not sure.
If you stop dragging your feet.
Oh, that wasn't my best time. Okay, but yeah, it is possible for you to have a dropped input just because the frame rate. You can kind of see that when I'm playing. It's just that, like, it looks like I'm wanting to drift, but I don't actually drift, and all that kind of stuff. Alright, what's the challenge? Hit me. Play Sonic Riders or Zero Gravity and complete all challenges to get Supersonic on. Oh, God. Whoo, man. That is... Whew. Okay, I gotta be honest. I'm awesome at CTR. I'm just decent at Sonic Riders. I gotta be honest. That and I haven't touched it since I was a kid. Gotta be honest. I have unlocked Supersonic though, but I don't know if I would have the patience to do that on stream. However, I might do that whenever I move to Twitch. Yeah, surprise, guys! I'm gonna move to Twitch. Yeah, that's no surprise. But yes, I'll probably do that on Twitch someday. Someday. Oh, you're a Gotta Riders and Free Riders. Wow. Whew. Alright. Alrighty then. Yeah. You know, this is kind of hard to commentate just because it's time trials. You have to pay attention for it. You have to always go fast. You have to pay... I said that. See, I'm getting sidetracked. I'm getting sidetracked here. But anyway, Sewer Speedway, really great track in the original. Don't really like it in Nitro Fuel, just because half pipes. I don't know what Beanox did in the programming for it, but they just don't really work. Yeah, like this shortcut here, it used to be really inconsistent, but now it's kind of free, I gotta say. But yeah, it's really just taking the best path here, taking all the turns tight, and then just keep your reserves up. Keep doing perfects, follow this path that I'm following, and that's it. If you have this level of fire, and you just drift here, you should be able to make it. It's pretty free. I almost got crushed by that, but you just gotta continuously be aware. Well, as I say that, we can still beat him though. We can still beat him. 'Cause yeah, Oxide does screw up sometimes. Gotta be honest. And he does not take the fastest path to travel. I'm pretty sure we can still beat him. I don't even need the drift boost there. I had enough speed. Which is the way it was in the original. But for some reason they made it a scripted thing, which is stupid. Yeah, see, look at that. We passed him. Screwed up when we still beat him.
Maybe you could beat me if you stop dragging your feet.
Crazy. I'm a god, right? controllers are kind of dropping like flies. Gotta be honest. Look, I get it. It's boring to just see me do the time trials. I get it, but trust me, if you're actually serious about wanting to pick up the game, this is really how you learn. You just keep doing time trials. Keep doing time trials. Learn how to boost. Learn the fastest path to travel. All that kind of stuff. But yeah, I wasn't planning on streaming today, but it's sucky outside. Like we've had nothing but rain and thunderstorms for 2 days, and it is ugly outside. There's nothing to do. I can't paint. I'm working on making relics right now. Dude, it's just ugly. So I decided to stream. The game looks into yeah. It is on sale though. I will say it's on sale for $30 basically everywhere now. I would say honestly, if you want to get your full money's worth out of it, get the Switch version, just because you can take it on the go, so you can practice on the go. It's like on those long car rides or a plane ride. You can practice, get those reserves up, learn how to handle blue fire, all that stuff. But yeah, this course is pretty much the route that you take here is the same route as in CTR, the original. However, CTR had some different mechanics that you abused, called speed ghosting, where you would get a bunch of speed just by coming down a hill, and then you would just repeatedly hop to keep that speed. Because the difference between CTR and Nitro Fueled in terms of reserves is that with different levels of your fire or higher amounts of speed, you actually could not add your reserves to that by boosting, especially when you get to Sacred Fire, which is blue fire. And so that makes this level kind of different in the fact that on the hills you wouldn't be drifting and all that stuff.
Maybe you could beat me if you stop dragging your feet.
Wow, that was almost my best time. And I lost my flame there on the second lap. Wow. Okay, I will... Yeah, Joy-Con drift does suck for this game. I do have to say. It is... This game is about precision. So you need... You make a good point. Good point. Yeah, I don't think I can justify that then. Well, then yeah, you do. I would recommend getting the game, is what I'm saying. Alright, so Slide Coliseum is a really boring track. I'm gonna say that right now. It is super boring. Like, absolutely boring. It is flat, it's just a bunch of turns. You're gonna be doing nothing but drifting all the time. But I mean, you should already be doing that. But it seriously is a boring track. It looks beautiful, I have to say. It is very beautiful, but kinda sucky. Yeah, the timing of the... You're right. It is kind of like Zero Gravity. But yeah, you do 3 for every drift that you do. You can do 3. So yeah, this is Turbo Track. It's boring. And yeah, if I ran a marathon, I would turn to the stream and say, alright, you can now read donations, because this is basically an auto-scroller. Cause yeah, I never stop in this track. You never really do anything else. It's just drifting. And really the only way to optimize this course is to just take the turns super tight and then drive through the grass. Yeah, you just do it 3 times in a row. And like you can see how far ahead we are compared to Oxide. This is like we're kind of tearing this course a new one. Oh, I didn't explain that. Yeah, the edges of those are raised, so you can actually hop off them. Jump over the tires there. And you can actually, if you look at Oxide on the map, you can see he does kind of do that. But I don't know why he's so slow on this stage. I don't get it.
Maybe you could beat me if you stop dragging your feet.
Do I play D&D? Yes, I do. Okay, hold on. Can we look at that time? I just beat my best time by 5 seconds. And I wasn't even trying. I was in the middle of commentating. That's how boring that track is. Just saying. So you want to get into it more? What I would do is I would go onto Facebook and look for a Kansas City D&D group, like just a big group. They'll probably have some stuff talking about campaigns and all that other kind of jazz. Look up some YouTube stuff about how D&D works, all that kind of jazz. Yeah, you might also try hitting up Game Cafe. I know they have some one-shots going on. They might have flowers. They might have some flyers up talking about campaigns. So yeah, just if you want to get into it, you need to find a campaign. The DM role is interesting. However, I would do a couple campaigns first until you do a DM role, because it is actually a lot harder than you think it is. I've DM'd before, and trust me, things can go way out of plan based on whatever your players do. So yeah, welcome to the world of D&D. I hope you have fun. I would also suggest, since you're into D&D, once you're done with the stream, I'm not telling you to do it now, but just search up D&D by Stephen Lynch. It's a song on YouTube. Just give that a listen. Oh. Yeah, I'm not gonna stop. I was about to say stop. I'm not gonna start wearing the costume until October starts, because I want to wear it for all of October. Alright, so this is the first stage we run into that has blue fire. Blue fire is the fastest speed in the game. And you basically just need to have reserves to keep it up. And you saw I did a bunch of hops there. I was doing a bunch of tiny air brakes there just so I could maintain my speed. So when air braking, you have, and I was in the middle of commentating, my bad, but you have to make sure that you let go of everything, because if you are holding onto the brake at all, by the time you hop back down, you will lose all of your reserves. So yeah, that's an air brake there. Well, I screwed up. That's a situation where you can see where I didn't let go of everything. So yeah. And that is pretty much it for Turbo Track. It's... Wait, this is Turbo Track, right? You can see that I'm pretty confused with these tracks because Turbo Track and Slide Coliseum, they both take place in the same arena, but they're both pretty boring. So yeah, just with this stage, just take the inside corner, keep your reserves up, do perfects, and then during the little like M curve, just air brake. I think I do it twice. Air brake twice on each curve. Wait, did I just got my best time. Wow. Wow. Oh, find it funny that I play D&D but haven't played a single fan of it. Yeah, that's true. Yeah. You kind of got me there. Alright, so we're finally on to the second area of CTR. Coco Park. This is want to say pretty boring stage. You finish the stage in, I think, a minute 18 seconds to a minute 25 seconds, depending on the deviation that you take, and if you bump into anything, you can fix that. But yeah, Coco Park, it's really just optimizing all the curves, going through it tightly, and then just taking the shortcut in the beginning, which was actually present in the original. So Beanox did a good job with that. So really the name of the game with CTR is always be boosting. And if you go off-road, just hop. Yep, just come over here and jump on the end, and you're good. Then actually right here you can jump, get a small boost from there. Come over here to get Sacred Fire. And you do the lap all over again. And a thing that I really like about the speed characters is so whenever you're drifting, if you let go of the control stick, you almost do a perfect straight line drift. Yeah, it's pretty nifty, right? So yeah, I'm not holding anything now. Well, yeah, see, I'm not holding anything. It's almost a straight line. So it really makes them kind of busted because they can drift on places that, like, turn characters, they'd go straight into a wall. And I'm just saying this now. Do not play a turn character. It's really not worth it. What did I say? What time did I say? What time did I say? Wait a second, was that my fastest time? Almost my fastest time. Choose a number between 1 and 15. Alright, look, I'm going to tell you now. My first Final Fantasy game is going to be 7. Yeah, it's going to be 7 when it comes out for the PS4. Because honestly, it looks pretty hype. Still choosing? Okay, 9. That, and one of my friends really wants me to get into Dragon Quest 2. That is actually one of the easy ones. Huh. Alright. Alright. So this stage is a really good stage to show off off-roading, even though I completely missed it there. And it also shows off a good thing to do, like on Tiny Arena. So those little bumps there, it is much better to just drift over them than to actually jump over them. Because, like I said earlier, doing the perfect boost gives you much more reserves than just hopping over those little bumps. So yeah, here you just go through here, and it's a much faster route than going off to the side. Also, be aware that this is a shortcut that only opens if you throw an item at it. So just keep that in mind. Oh. Kind of lost control of myself there. But yeah, you can see that because of this shortcut that we take over here, it keeps us a good margin away from Oxide just because he doesn't take it. And yeah, even with all these screw-ups, we're still quite a ways ahead of him. So what is the thing we learned from this track? We learned that when you have an opportunity to jump or do 3 perfect boosts, you do the perfect boost. The only time I would advise against this is on tracks that have like big jumps. So like Oxide Station, or let's see, what's another one? Kind of Hyperspace Way and Electron Avenue, but we're not even near those guys yet, so we'll get to those when we get to those. Okay, Papu's Pyramid. This one is kind of tricky as a speed character. So 9 is gonna be fun, huh? Okay, okay. Cool. So this is probably the track that a lot of people came to me asking for help on. Air braking is good here for going around the pyramid, if you don't find the perfect way to boost around it. Because there is a way to boost around it as every character, especially if you're a turn character. And I will show you probably the key thing that will make you better on this track. So I start drifting here. Doesn't matter if you bonk or not. Just make sure you hit that boost pad. And I'm not the best at this stage, and I don't take the same path that Oxide does. But yeah. So then at the end here, I think Oxide does it too, but you're gonna drift. I didn't drift there, but you just jump right there. And that is all you need to know for Papu's Pyramid. Okay, I did that one wrong, but you get the idea. Okay, well, you get the idea. I'm gonna quit that track just because I screwed up. But you get the idea. Papu's Pyramid is really boring. You just do the same thing over and over again. I will say that online, you're probably not going to be able to do the stuff that you do with time trials on that stage, just because there's warp orbs, there's time clocks, there's are they called missiles or rockets? I want to say they're missiles. But yeah, Dingo Canyon is another boring stage. Just got to say that right now. It is my least favorite stage. So 5 will break my ankles, and it will force me to walk 10 miles with those ankles. So what you're saying is, in conclusion, we don't stand 5. If I'm reading that right, we don't stand 5. And just like that, we do not stand Dingo Canyon. Because Dingo Canyon is really linear. And I just really don't like its layout. So I screwed up there, but you're supposed to hit that boost pad. But, I mean, we're still ahead of Oxide. Yeah, that is pretty much it. Just take the turns really tight on this stage, jump twice here, go into a drift. Try to hop over these little bumps as best as you can, just because they slow you down. Air brake here to get around that turn and maintain your speed, and then just play through the rest of the stage. Right there, you could probably boost instead of jumping, but honestly, you already have a lot of reserves as is, so you don't really need to drift there. If you're low on reserves, which by the way, there is no way of telling without just knowing. Yeah, instead of jumping there, I would drift there instead. I mean, right now we're so far ahead that it doesn't really matter.
Maybe you could beat me if you stop dragging
That's another
your
best
feet.
time on that stage while commentating. That stage sucks. Oh my gosh, I did not mean to hit retry. I do not want to play that godforsaken stage again. Five wasn't released in America until 7 because the devs wanted to call it Final Fantasy Extreme. Okay, it's that hard and I love the challenge. Okay, well then. What the? Oh. Okay, so Polar Pass. This is a stage with blue fire on it. And this is a stage that also has a really cool shortcut. Probably my favorite shortcut in the game. So this is a good stage for you to actually practice controlling blue fire on. Even though it's not the stage I would practice on, it is a good stage to practice on because you actually can keep it throughout the entire race. Even though I don't, just because sometimes I miss some of the boost pads, and it's just because I go so fast that I just fly right over them. So I still have some things that I have to learn. I'm not perfect, but I'm pretty good. But yeah, mastering blue fire on this stage actually puts you leaps and bounds ahead of Oxide. Just because he does get blue fire, but he doesn't keep it for as long. So yeah, here's that first shortcut I was talking about. Just go to the corner here, jump. And Oxide does the same thing, but he does a harder version. No point in doing it. Yeah, if you're doing what I'm doing, you're faster than he is already, so it doesn't matter. So yeah, come over here to the right so you can hit that blue fire pad. And you just go over here, air brake, and yeah, there are ways of doing that better. I don't do it the best, but yeah, I'm not gonna make this. I made it. Nice. Yeah, I ran out of fire there, so I thought that I was not gonna have enough speed for that. Yeah. Really? Again, dropped frames. I did press the jump button there. It's just that it did not come out. Yeah, if you ever find yourself careening off toward one side of the stage, just air brake. It will literally fix and save your life so many times. Yeah. So as you saw there, I did not let go of all the buttons there when I landed. So I lost all my speed. But yeah, luckily whenever Spyro came out, they made him a speed character, because in Nitro Kart on the GBA, for those of you who didn't know, Spyro was actually unlockable in that game, and he was the best character in the game because he had fully maxed out stats. Now, of course, that would be busted in this day and age, so they just made him a speed character.
Maybe you could beat
No
me
way, that was
if
my
you
best
stop
time?
dragging your
Really?
feet.
When was the last time I did time trials on this? Yeah, this stage is really a hassle, especially if you're playing online. Yeah, it really sucks. Now, Tiny Arena is one of my favorite stages. It's just because, honestly, the terrain of it is so, I don't know, it gives you so many options to do on this stage. There isn't one specific way of doing good on this stage. It's basically the equivalent of Wario Stadium, if you're a Mario Kart person. It's the equivalent of that. Except it's cooler because there's fire and rock music and tiny. Yeah. I will say this stage does suck online. Especially if it's a speed character in first place. Yeah, you're not going to stop them unless you have a Warp Orb, and even then, on this stage you should have fired the entire race. So, yeah, if first place is going to get hit, it's not going to be for a while. And this is also the stage I was talking about where boosting over the hills is actually better than... Okay, I should have air braked there. Excuse me. But you get what I was saying. It's better to drift over this just because a perfect boost gives you more reserves than just hopping over it. Air brake there, just to keep your speed, and make sure you hit that boost pad because that is what's going to keep you at your max speed for this duration of the race. And yeah, you should have this level of speed for most of the race. I did not air brake again. Yeah, dropped frames are kind of a problem in this game, at least on the PS4 and the Switch. Don't know about the Xbox, but I'm pretty sure it's probably on the Xbox too because it runs at the same frame rate. But yeah. Yeah, I'll take it over to donations. Alright, thanks chat. We have $3 from Kaiju Master 12 saying, hey, great run, first time donator. Just want to say that we're gonna kick this game's butt. Yeah, I really don't have anything else to say about this stage. It's literally just keep drifting. And then when you're done drifting, jump at the end of a ramp. That's literally Tiny Arena. Air brake around the corners. Yeah. Fun fact, at the beginning of the stage, when... Oh, I actually broke for some reason. Whenever you see Tiny up there, that's actually a skin that was released after the game was released. That's actually Biker Tiny up there. Yeah, I didn't realize that until someone told me, so okay, I did not get that dash pad, so I might run out of reserves at the end of the stage.
Whoa! Supercharged!
Or I might just bump into a wall. But yeah, this is what makes CTR a good kart racer, is reserves. You're able to keep your speed for a very, very long time.
Dragging your feet.
That was my best time. Wow, wow. Yeah, this is the only map with no shortcuts, and it was like that in the original CTR, except a skip was actually found for the original CTR where if you have Sacred Fire, you can bump into a wall. The part where you get your first boost pad, you can actually hit the wall there and pop up top right before the lap starts. It's a lap skip. Oh man. Okay, Dragon Mines. Is string an accepted form of donation? Maybe. Yeah, fun fact, I actually do have a donation box set up, but I just haven't implemented it yet. Same with Patreon, too. Yeah, it's actually all set up. I just haven't advertised it yet, and I haven't actually activated it. But I mean, part of it is YouTube is kind of going downhill, so kind of gonna abandon ship here soon, and that's kind of why I've been just streaming instead of uploading videos and stuff. So, yeah. Okay, so Dragon Mines. Competitively, I hate it. Casually, I hate it. However, I'm going to show you what I do on this stage. Because if you do what I do, your cycles should line up. No, I screwed up. But you get, okay, I'm going to restart. Yeah, so I do have an update video that I'm working on. However, I am going for an animated route with it. And yes, I am actually hand animating, frame by frame, this video. Gonna try to do it like a Nintendo Direct, kind of. Okay, now our cycles lined up. Well, I never said it was consistent. But yeah, update video. It'll be done when it's done. I'm not gonna put a date on it. Oh my god, I seriously hit the wall. Okay, we might miss my cycle here. We might have to do it the action. Nope, cycle lined up. Okay. So yeah, this is just one way of doing it. However, the way that is actually the fastest way is going to be actually air braking around that turnover there, which is honestly, I'm not the best at air braking unless it's a big jump, which I'll show you later on. But yeah, it's okay. That time I just screwed up, so I'll try and show you what I mean here. So air brake there, and that's how you get around that turn without hitting the walls. So unfortunately, we did not beat Oxide's time here. And I mean, I'll be honest.
Maybe you could beat me if you
I'm
stop
not the best at that
dragging your
stage.
feet.
So yeah, that's just one way of succeeding on that stage. It's just that you have to make sure you have to catch the cycles, so make sure you don't lose your flame at all. Then you have to make sure that you drift the right way just so that you can go into that little tunnel without actually bonking on the wall like I did. And then you also have to make sure you're not scared if a minecart's right behind you. So yeah, if you're playing online, I'd only... Alright, what? What? No, I did not have fun. That track sucks. Yeah. Wow, we're up to 6 viewers right now. Well, thanks for coming in. I hope you're here because you want to be entertained by me probably failing on these stages. But I hope you're also getting some tips and tricks and good advice here. Also, if you don't have time to play a Final Fantasy game, I recommend you watch Clement's videos on them. You know, I actually haven't watched him in a while. But I think part of that is just because YouTube's sub box doesn't work. Oh yeah, dudes. So for those of you watching, I know the last time I streamed CTR, the stream kind of like died on itself. So if that happens, please let me know as soon as possible. Thanks. Yeah, Clement's videos are always long and hilarious. So again, like I said earlier, it's better to go for 3 boosts than to go for a jump. Here you actually want to jump because you have some decent air time. And there is a shortcut over to the left where those fences are. However, I never get it, so I don't trust myself. I only get it whenever, like, I'm in 8th. Which I know that sounds like a not a me problem. Well, actually, yeah, it does sound like a me problem because it is a me problem. But it's just super inconsistent for me. But yeah, this is a pretty straightforward track. Just keep doing perfects. Come through here, don't bonk, and that's pretty much it for Blizzard Bluff. Well, and yes, you will not be able to make that shortcut if you don't have Sacred Fire, just so you know. You know what, I'm gonna go for it. Okay, yeah. Well, basically what you're supposed to do is you're supposed to jump on a very specific little section there that has a little bump on it, and you'll actually be able to clear it. Of course, it's better if you have Sacred Fire. I did not. I just had regular boost.
Maybe you could beat me if you stop.
Ooh, yikes, that was
dragging
actually
your
one of my
feet.
worst times. Yeah. That wasn't a very good showing just because I hit the boulder there, but you get the general idea of that stage. Okay, Chalmers. Okay, Chalmers. Calm down. Calm down, Chalmers. Alright, so now we're on to kind of the hardest stages in CTR, in the original CTR tracks. However, they are actually some of my most fun ones because every single one of these courses have blue fire on them. And these are the courses that I would say you need to practice if you want to learn how to maintain your reserves, air braking, and how to control blue fire. However, I would not start with Oxide Station. Just letting you know. Just letting you know. So yeah, there isn't much to say about this stage in the beginning, and that's just because you're going to be drifting a lot. It's just drifting. So yeah, you're just building up your reserves until you get blue fire right here. Well, that didn't go to plan. That's right, Chalmers. I did call you Chalmers on stream. But as you can tell, I paid for that, so everything kind of balances out. Yeah, and that was that. I wouldn't say commentator's curse, but maybe it was just the universe correcting itself. Okay, so this is what you're supposed to do. Then air brake there, and you're good. And then just keep boosting. And then over here, just come right here, air brake, and that is how you do hot air skyway. Then you just keep blue flame as long as you can. Yeah, I don't know if you guys can hear my controller right now, but like this is seriously a lot of inputs per second that you're doing. Like it's not melee fast, but you are doing a ton of inputs. And yeah, I would not jump over that little lip there. I would boost. Again, it's just because reserves. Ooh, yeah. So yeah, that is pretty much all of it. Yeah, as you can see, we are pretty far ahead of Oxide there, just because we're using reserves and controlling blue fire. Yeah, that's pretty much it. There's not much else to say. Oh! What was that? What was that? You know what, let's see if we can... Yeah, we're still gonna do it. We won't have blue fire for a while, though. So that's gonna be sad. Yeah, I don't know what that collision was there. Yeah. Okay, I gotta be honest. This game has some pretty crappy collision. Like you'll make something like a shortcut, and like it'll keep you there on the ledge for some reason. Oh man. Okay, so that is a perfect example of why you hold back when you do your air turn. Yeah. Some people call it air turn. It's really air braking, and it's... Wow, that was still my best time. Yeah, if you don't hold back, your air brake is going to be really wide, like what I did there. Hey, I didn't pull the classic food. Okay, I did the first match. Okay. But hey, I came back. Alright, hear me out on this. Man 12, rejuvenated. Oh, wait a second. Is that a Mega Man? Is that a Mega Man joke? Yes, it is. Alright, well. Yeah, by the way, I didn't skip the intro there just because this stage has some great references. Just saying. So this is a kinda difficult stage just because of blue fire capability. It's a lot of tight turns. You're gonna have to air brake. So yeah, really on every turn you want to jump early and then air brake, just because that means you won't go as high whenever you do the jump, and you'll be able to take the turn much tighter. Well, you saw what I was going for there. I gotta be honest. I'm kind of choking. Yeah, I'm choking, guys. I'm choking. The classic Hoobie choke. See, this is why I wish I was on Twitch right now, because I would have custom emotes, and one of them would be Hoovy choke, and of course you guys would spam chat with that whenever I pull the classic Hoovy choke. Which, by the way, I need to get my server up and running again. Because, like, we have some pretty great emotes, I gotta say. Alright, let's see if we can keep Blue Fire this time. Alright. So this is how you're supposed to play Cortex Castle. So as you can tell, whenever you lose your speed, it is an instant change in speed. But that was actually a pretty good example of how you keep Blue Fire on the stage. It was just that I did not have enough reserves stored up to keep it all the way. Just because I choked the first and second round. So yeah, that's Cortex Castle.
Maybe you could beat me.
And yet again, that was my fastest time. No. It's not Rosalina and Hoovy. It's Rosalina and Luna. Yeah, I'd probably make an emote about that too. The Rejuvenator. Oh, okay. So hear me out, guys. So you know about Rosalina and Luna. But if you're a Steven Universe person, so in the movies, Spinel poofs all of the crystal gems using a Rejuvenator. But what if, and hear me out on this, what if instead of poofing them and resetting them, what if she had a Rejuvenator that when it was used turned the crystal gems into crystal Hoovies? Huh? Shout out to my friend Ryan for that. He's kind of a Chad for that joke. I've got you, Chalmers. The universe restores itself. So yeah, difference between Engine Labs, between the original and this game, is you can actually boost in that part and gain, say it with me, reserves! Yeah, this stage is actually a really good stage for you to practice Blue Fire on. It's not too hard. There's really no places where you need to air brake. Like, you can air brake there, but yeah. And then if you're going faster, air brake there. It cuts the turn tighter. Yeah, that is pretty much all of Engine Labs that you need to know. Jump there and then just go straight into a triple boost. And then start boosting outside of there. So yeah, this is one of those stages where it is possible to actually do this online, just because there are a lot of people who can control Blue Fire. So they already know about this. And they're all just worried about making sure they control theirs. That really the only thing you're going to have to worry about is missiles. And then the occasional warp orb from the people who can't do this. And yes, that sounds like a call out because it is. Yep, and there used to be an exploit. Me and one of my friends used to do it. Kind of feel like a dick for it, but you know, not my fault. Hate the game. Not the. Okay, yeah, I'm a jerk. And that's why I choked. Gah. Yeah, chat, can I get a gah? One Chad to another, indeed. Wait, that was my best time. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Why am I getting best times? Like, this is the opposite of what should be happening on stream. Okay, I gotta be honest, I'm kinda hot. I need to turn on my fan. Alright. Hooves Bizarre Loon Adventure. Hold on. Let me say that all in one run. Hooves Bizarre Loon Adventure. Somebody clip that. Somebody embed that. And now it's only fitting that after saying that, we go into space. Okay. So, this is one of my favorite stages just because of how technical it is. Oxide Station is one of the hardest stages. I mixed up stages with station, and that made stages. Huh. So yeah, this stage is Blue Fire eligible. And it is the stage where it can really help you. So this stage has a lot of twists and turns on it, so you're going to be drifting a lot, making sure that you got all your reserves. That's a good point. Make sure you air brake if you feel like you're going to screw up. So jump here. And you can drift there, it's just a matter of preference. You get about the same amount of reserves. Yeah, be careful if you're hopping there, because you can actually hit an invisible wall where the wall is. It's just above it. Okay, so I jumped a little too early there, so I actually didn't come off the ground, so I lost all my reserves. However, it is possible to actually take your blue fire throughout the entire stage. It's just, you have to be really, really good at air braking. And I'm decent at it. I'm not good. Yep. Yeah, this is a really fun stage once you know what you're doing. I gotta say. That's why it's one of my favorites. Yeah, as a speed character, you cannot drift through there. You will hit the wall. Ooh. Well, I mean, I kept my blue fire through there, but because I did not drift, I ran out. So yeah, you just do that 3 times. And you're good. Also, can we just look at my 2 previous lap times? Look how close those are. That's consistency through screwing up. Okay, I was about to hit the wall there. That's why I didn't continue that. You know, where's... oh, he's all the way back there. Oh, I'm not going to have reserves. So yeah, if you run out of blue fire there, you'll just have sacred fire instead. No, I've kind of given up, so I'm just going to... Okay, Oxide's coming. Oxide's coming. Never mind. I was going to meme, but he's coming. Yeah, and now I am doing the classic Hoovy choke. Hoovy moment 37.
Maybe you could beat me if you stop
That
dragging your feet.
Huh? Huh? Hold on. That was my best time? Huh? Okay. Well, guys, I'm a Chad. Wait, this is better. Huvalina and Luna. Oh my god. Okay, I started this. I can't be mad for this. I started this. All right. So, I could go on to the Nitro Kart stages. But I think what I'll do is I'll do the ones that honestly aren't short and easy stages. So like Inferno Island, that's just insane. I'm dumb. It's basically Insanity Beach all over again. Or what is actually called Crash Cove. Jungle Boogie is pretty easy. It's short. You finish it in a minute 10. I will do... Do I want to do... Yes. Want to do Clockwork Wumpa. Yeah, what have we done? But yeah, a lot of Nitro Kart stages actually have blue fire on it. So that automatically means that you're going to have to practice those just because it's going to be hard to control it. Because Nitro Kart stages, some of them are open, but they have a lot of tight turns. Like, really tight turns. So yeah, do 2 around there, then do 3 around here. Wait a little bit. And as you can see from there, the hitbox for that is actually bigger than it looks, so be careful. Personally, through here, I drift just to maintain speed across there because, you know, physics are a thing. And if you're going uphill and you're doing the same amount of work, you're going to slow down. And that is my physics lesson for today. Thank you. I will take your donations at the door. Yep, air brake there. And now you have blue fire. You're gonna do what? Ah, dang it. With blue fire, you do 1 drift around there, and then you go into your second drift.
Whoa! Supercharged!
Then hop off. And you can actually drift there. It's about the same amount of reserves that you get. For here, you want to pay attention to where the pendulum is whenever you're falling down, because that'll dictate what path you take, if you take the inward path or the outward path. And yeah, I was too busy commentating there, so I did not fill up my reserves because I did not drift. So yeah, the name of the game is just always be boosting. Because if you at least have Sacred Fire, then you can at least hit a lot of the intended shortcuts in the Nitro Kart stages. So yeah, we see that it's on the outside, so we go inside. And that is it.
Maybe you could beat me.
And that's another best time. How many of those have we gotten? It's got to be more than half the stages we've done. We've gotten a best time on that. I don't know how. What have we done? Banjo and Hoovy. Oh, Banjo and Juvie. Persona. Charge the Storm. Hoovy. Oh my. That's not okay. Android Alley That's a hootenanny. You're just gonna be Android Alley, you just drift a lot on that stage. There's not much to it. There's a shortcut in the middle where you just jump over a gap into a glass wall. You shatter it, you jump through it. That's pretty much it. You just keep your reserves up the entire time. I don't think I need to cover that one. This one, definitely, though. My favorite stage in the entire game. Electron Avenue. I just want to stay here. Just look at the preview track from it. That is gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. I mean, you already started. I'm not gonna stop you, man. But yeah, just look at this stage. Like, this stage in Nitro Kart looked super bland, and Beanox did a marvelous job on this. It retains its identity while giving it a new, like, spark to it. So yeah, start off here with a perfect boost, gives you more reserves in the end. Make sure to hold the jump button there so you go straight into a drift. For safety, I go on the outside here, just so I don't bonk and lose my reserves. But yeah, this is the stage to practice Blue Fire on. Because you have it from the beginning, there's straightaways that you can learn how far you turn with it. And it's also a good place to learn air braking, because you can do that shortcut. Yeah, it's pretty cool. Then drift here, jump, air brake. And if you're a speed character, you instantly win this stage. Just because of that, I went off. I should have air braked there. I usually don't go for the 2 there. I think I was trying to show off. Yeah, just like in Clockwork Wumpa, look ahead of you to see where that cycle is, so you can adjust accordingly so you don't get hit. Yeah, fun fact on that jump there, if you just hold the air brake and go in a circle, you can actually do a 360 and still land. You know what, I think I'm going to try and show that off next lap. So yeah, that is the power of air braking, my friends. If you don't air brake that as a speed character, you're not going to make that turn. Well, well, okay, I'm choking. I don't think I'm going to get a best time on this stage. Yeah, I'm not getting a best time. I was hoping I could get a sub 330 on this, but... Alright. Oh, man, okay, I screwed up. Let's try it again. Okay. Try it one more time. Come on. Alright, well, I tried, boys. I think we can still catch up to Oxide and possibly beat him. Actually, you know, I don't think we can. Even if I try hard, I don't think I'm going to be able to catch up. Wait a second, no. So, Oxide time is 350, I want to say. If I don't bonk, I could catch up to. Well. Well, this is what happens when you go for swag. But look, oh my god. Wow. Well, boys, we had extreme highs and extreme lows on that stage.
Maybe you could beat me if you stop dragging
I thought I
your
wasn't going to be
feet.
able to catch up to him. Passed him. Took the turn too tight and fell off at the end. Can we get an F in chat, boys? Hoovy, Black Mage, level 69. Cast Thunderjaw on stream. Stream takes 9,999 damage. Super effective. Stream is fainted. Hoovy gains 0 XP. Hey, what's going on, Tsubaki? You're kind of coming in on the tail end of it, but we're just going through all of the tracks that aren't like just circles and straight lines. Going over tips and tricks so that you can get better at the game. Deep sea driving, yeah, this is one that you can do to help get better. Yeah. So if you're noticing a trend, is that it's all about blue fire, all about keeping your flame, all about keeping up your reserves. Yeah, it do be like that. It really do be like that. Thanks for popping it in mind, though. I really appreciate it. Yeah, I'm just going through all the tracks, and we're pretty much to the end of the Nitro card stages. I don't know, maybe after this I might do some online matchmaking. I'm not sure. All I know is I probably gotta get off soon, so. Dude, I hate this stage too. I really do. And it's because of the half pipes. I seriously hate how the half pipes are programmed in this stage, in terms of Kaluuya. Because if it weren't for that, I'd be perfectly fine on this stage. Oh, well, okay, well, I went right into that. Okay, yep, I need to restart. I need to restart, boys. I need to restart. Okay, well, we're just gonna take it. We're gonna take it. So, really, you don't want to get hit there. Because there are 2 speeds of blue fire in this stage. There's the one I have now, and then the one I had in the beginning. God, I hate the half pipes. I hate this stage so much. But yeah, on the stage, it's, in terms of half pipes and keeping blue fire, you really just want to jump whenever you think you're going to bonk on the side of the stage. And then pray and hope that whenever you air brake, you actually do it right and don't end up losing all your reserves. You know, we might be able to catch up to Oxide, I'm not entirely sure. Okay. Yep, and that is exactly what I was talking about. The half pipes, for some reason, are super wonky. And like, I would personally grind on this stage, but not for me. Wait, did we passed Oxide? Alrighty. So yeah, if you're playing online, it's probably going to be hard to maintain blue fire on this stage, just because items. But yeah. See, look at that, look at that. It wasn't that I ran out of reserves there. It was that I jumped and the side of my cart hit the side of the tube. Yeah.
I'm gonna toss my cookies. Oh yeah.
So yeah, I didn't beat Oxide's time there.
Maybe you
I
can
mean,
beat
I
me
have,
if you stop
but
dragging your feet.
I just don't like that stage. So it's one of the stages I'm not good at. Gotta be honest. Yeah, Nick, walk yourself out. Walk yourself out. That's me every time I get to the tubes. Dude, I understand. I totally get ya. Especially online with all the warp orbs coming at you, the missiles. Oh. And of course, people love to put potions there. Alright, so Thunderstruck is actually a really good stage to also practice blue fire, and especially air braking. However, this stage is also notorious, if you're online, just giving you a heads up. Ever since the game came out, there's always been a lap skip for this stage. It went from easy to hard to kind of hard to kind of easy. And I'll be honest, I do know how to do it, but I don't do it. And for some reason, I don't know why on this stage, but in terms of the time trial, Oxide actually starts behind the starting line. I don't know why he does, but it was something I noticed when I was doing all the time trials on the Switch version. Just a interesting choice. Because, like, whenever you race against him in adventure mode, he's so keen on cheating that it's kind of a shock that he gives you an advantage in terms of the time trial on this stage. I don't know, that's just a personal thought. So yeah, I didn't really show it off well, but this is a stage where you should have blue fire the entire time. Yeah, and like, I'm saying this again, but like playing this and actually like commentating is actually kind of hard. Because you want your commentary to be like lively and personable and not boring. And then you're like, but I also want to like do good. I want to show them that I'm good at the game. So yeah. Alright. So we got blue fire. Around these turns you kind of want... Okay. Well, I probably should have drifted around those turns instead of jumping them. Just because, of course, reserves. But, yeah. Oh yeah, Tsubaki, that's something you're gonna have to realize that I say a lot, is, but yeah. Yeah, and if I were playing online, you can bet yourself that I would probably not have blue fire right now, because I got hit by 3 warp orbs. It's the sad truth. I'm gonna get hit, yep. Let's just say that was a warp orb. Yeah, you know, I'm actually kind of surprised that I actually have more Grand Prix points, Nitro points, that's it.
Maybe you could beat me.
Wow, that was my best time. Best time again. I didn't mean to retry that. But I'm surprised that I have more Nitro points in my gauge on the Switch version than the PS4 version. Oh my gosh. I keep restarting and replaying because... Oh my gosh. Okay. Well, since we were on that stage for a while, I have to say, that stage is gorgeous, and the music is amazing on that stage. Absolutely wonderful job. I'm guessing the items in this game is basically... Yes, the items in this game are kind of busted. If you're playing adventure mode, it's not that bad. But online, for some reason, all of the matchmaking items are totally out of whack in terms of drop rate. You'll get stars in first. You'll get... if you're in first, you can bet yourself that you're going to get at least 3 warp orbs per game. And yeah, that sounds like a lot right now. Just imagine what it was pre-patch. More like 8. Yeah. Wasn't very good. Wasn't very good. Yeah. So hopefully that doesn't deter you from getting the game, Nick. But online kind of sucks right now. Between actually getting in a game and having someone leave, and then that causes everyone else to leave, and then you wait a minute to get into another match, and then it happens over and over again. And then when you finally get in a stage, you get in a stage that has an exploit on it, and you get 8th place, and you waste wumpa time, and then you're in this cycle of constantly hating yourself and wanting to give up on the game and wanting to sell it, but you love Crash and you love Crash Team Racing, that you keep doing it anyway, and you put yourself in this cycle. Yeah, they did fix it, thank God, but like it's still there. It's still there, kind of. So yeah, for those of you watching that unlike Sabaki and I aren't kind of familiar with the game and the mechanics, this is literally the stage, other than Electron Avenue, to practice Blue Fire. That and your reserves. So constantly go for perfect boost here. And then just follow the path that I do. So on first lap, I go left. No, I go right. I clearly went right. I just do that so I can build up my reserves more. Because at the end of this little turn here, you are going to have blue fire for the rest of the stage. So you do 2 to the right, 3 to the left here. Then drift off that little bump there. I stay on the left side. Well, alright, I screwed up. And I'm not going to beat Oxide this time. Yeah. And then what you would do is when you have blue fire, you come down this left side, do 1 boost, and you can actually just fall right off. You'll have enough speed, even without blue fire, as I showed there, that you can just do it. Yep, and then just try again. 2 to the right, 3 to the left. Okay. Well, I screwed up. You guys get the point. I'm just gonna... No, I don't want hints. I'm gonna quit. That wasn't the best showing. I think I got kind of... I don't want to John. I don't want to say any Johns. But I was too focused on commentating to actually do blue fire there. Yeah, I'm not entirely sure if on the first lap, if you do the shortcut, if you have more reserves. It might be the jump has more reserves than the 3 perfect boosts on the right side of the track. I'm not entirely sure yet. I haven't really grinded it at all. But yeah, Meteor Gorge, that one's a pretty straightforward track. I don't think I need to show you guys that one. It's just, you're gonna have Sacred Fire on that one, which is the bright orange flames like I was talking about earlier. And you're pretty much gonna have that in the entire race because there's no blue fire on this stage, and it's just a lot of turns and then a big jump at the beginning. Big jump at the beginning, you want to actually jump it. You get more hang time and thus more reserves than if you do the 3 boosts off the boost ramp. Barren Ruins. Let's see. Do I want to show that? Nah, it's kind of the same. You're gonna have Sacred Fire the entire time. Shortcut at the end. You just jump at the end there. If you have Sacred Fire, you'll make it. Just don't try to drift afterwards. It's too small for you to drift as any character. Even speed characters, they will bonk into the wall. But out of time is a stage that you need to learn. Out of Time is a really, really fun track. It's different than what it was like in Nitro Kart, just because Nitro Kart, I mean, this stage was on the cover. It's famous for having the anti-gravity section that was the clock, and you went up it. Of course, this game doesn't have that. So instead, they have this really, really cool and beautiful part right there, where that clock would be on the inside. Look at that, and it like sparkles, and it has the sound effect on the inside. It's just really, really pretty. Like, even on the Switch version, super pretty. Now, I'm not the fastest on this stage, I will admit. Okay, so even if you don't have any speed, just jump right there. I would personally, if you want it consistently, do not go into that with the drift. Because, like a lot of the shortcuts in this game, it is a scripted jump. So if you don't jump at the right spot, you will not make it. You will bonk on the fence. And I will say that online, it is kind of difficult to do it because there's literally 7 other people trying to do it. And you'll either bonk into someone else, and they'll bonk you into a wall, or there'll be a time clock or a warp orb, or someone will have a missile. Yeah, I accidentally drifted there. So yeah, just go straight. That wasn't the thing I intended to do, but the collision helped me out there. And actually, since I don't have Blue Fire or Sacred Fire here, I can actually explain this shortcut up here. All you need to do is drift as soon as you come here, jump on that little corner. And then if you don't have Sacred Fire, hop there. Just because it technically is an off-road section, so you do lose speed on it. Yeah, and then you just really want to try and build up your reserves again. Just keep doing perfects. Jump here. Get the super boost pad. And try and carry out your Blue Fire throughout the entire race. Let's see if I can actually, do this part. Okay, so that was an example of doing it wrong. I jumped way too early there. Like, way too early. And part of that is I almost never have Blue Fire there. I never keep it that far. So yeah, that was my first time attempting that with Blue Fire. I thought I was going way too fast, so I jumped super early. Yeah. And yeah, that is Out of Time. It's a really cool stage. I personally really like the music. I love what they did, what Beanox did here, by adding that tuba that just boom, boom, boom. It just, like, you don't have the clock aesthetic anymore, but it really enforces that clock aesthetic.
If you stop dragging your feet.
Yeah, that wasn't my best run. Just because, actually, have I had Blue Fire on that? Because that was a difference of 15 seconds. I want to say I probably kept Blue Fire on my best run. F-Zero GX, yes, isn't there, like, super rubber banding in that game? Assembly lane. Do I want to do this one? Okay, yeah, if you're a casual player, you wouldn't know about the shortcut. So I'll do it for you. Yeah, how does GX cheat? And actually, now that we're talking about, like, other racing games, can we talk about Mario Kart Tour for a second? I gotta be honest. I don't really like Mario Kart Tour. Like, I get the controls. Yeah, you have to get used to them. I got used to them. The controls still suck. I hate the gacha system because, like, here's the ironic and funny thing about it. You have to unlock Mario in Mario Kart in that game. Like, just think about that. You told someone whenever Nintendo announced that they were going to enter the mobile game field, and you said, there's going to be a Mario Kart game. And of course, the person you're talking to is like, oh my gosh, no way? Mario Kart on the go? And this is before the Switch was announced, keep in mind. And then you follow up with, yeah, but you have to unlock Mario. Now tell me, if someone told you that from the future, you wouldn't look at them with the stupidest look on your face. That's where I'm at right now. Like, the gacha system is just so scummy on that. And then the actual game itself, the points are ridiculous because it only rewards you, even if you do good on the race, it only rewards you if you go out of your way to use items, which means you need to have the character that has the frenzy available on that stage, which is usually the focus character, which right now it's Pauline. And I know I got too caught up branding. But I know I don't have Pauline. I don't. And with the drop rates in terms of like rubies and stuff, you only get rubies when you level up, when you log in, and then occasionally through a bonus gift. I have 5-starred literally every single level released so far. I'm level 15 right now, and I've only been able to, I don't know, they don't call it summons in that game, even though that's what I'm used to because Fire Emblem. They call it, I don't know, pipe shots, I think it's what it's called. But yeah, I'm completely free to play. I've only been able to do 15 summons. Yeah, that's kind of ridiculous. And then they do the same thing where Fire Emblem Heroes does it. Their cheapest package doesn't give you enough for one summon, and that is $4. Now I get it. It's a genius marketing strategy, but it is so scummy. Like, literally so scummy. I'm not gonna pay for a mobile game when I can just play Mario Kart 8 Deluxe with literally all of this, better controls, better graphics, all of that stuff. It's great that it's on mobile devices. I can play with friends. Which, by the way, you don't play with real people, you play with robots this entire time. You can't play with your friends yet. Wow, I spent that whole race just complaining about Mario Kart Tour. Well, I mean, with Mega Man X7, it had a story reason. But, like, this is Mario Kart. It's Mario Kart. It's a kart racer where the racers in this game have no individual stats. They're all the same racer. But it's just a gacha system for no reason. Just so that you can implement some kind of gacha system so that players feel like they need this character so that they can 5-star the stage, because otherwise they're not going to have enough points. And that's honestly the bad part about it, is it's all about the points. Making sure you get the points to actually get the 5 stars and then move on. There's just a lot of things wrong with Mario Kart Tour right now. Like, honestly, I expected more. Wait a second. This is mirror mode. This is mirror mode. I'm not going to do mirror mode right now. So yeah, we are on the last stage. This is Hyperspace Way. turn off mirror mode, oxide. And this is also another blue fire stage. And this one has a really cool shortcut, but you need to be going fast for it. And this is something that will either like get you a bunch of warp orbs on this stage, or you will absolutely dust the competition. So in the beginning, when there's the big jump inside the Coliseum, you actually want to boost in this little section right here before you jump. What you're doing there is you're building up reserves so that you can carry the blue fire at the end of that ramp as long as you can. Now, I'm not the best at handling it on this stage, so it won't last me a while, but it is possible to have it throughout the entire stage. So yeah, you jump over here, and then jump off here. Okay, I think I actually bonked on the terrain there. I'm kind of ticked. But yeah, you would have blue fire all through here. And what you would do is you would not do what I'm doing here. You'd just air brake around the corners and just keep going. Just because blue fire, it's blue fire. You're going super fast. I didn't think I was going to get hit by that, but we take those. I'm not going to have very much reserves, so I don't know if I'm going to be able to show you again. Alright. So there we go. That's what it's like to not bonk. Okay, I should have air braked there. I should have air braked there. I honestly should practice this stage more. Because, yeah, while I'm only losing like 2 seconds in a race, 2 seconds is a lot. So yeah, now you see what I'm talking about. You have blue fire for so long on here. Uh-oh, uh-oh. I'm gonna bonk. I'm not gonna bonk. Nope, nope, nope. Whew! I threaded that needle. So yeah, that's not the best way of doing it, but that is a way of doing it. And that's it. It is possible to do sub 2 minutes. In fact, I think world record for that is around 1:28, I think. Huh, that was my best time. Alright, GG, man. Hope you have a good time at the Garden of Olives. Yep, thanks for coming by. Thanks for coming by. Appreciate the support. But yeah, that is all of the... I forgot. There's the DLC courses. Retro Stadium we're not going to do. That is just Turbo Track all over again. However, these 3 stages are the DLC stages. If you're going to play online, you got to know them. And 2 of the 3 so far released are blue fire capable. So you're going to need to know them. And then it's Spyro Circuit. It's Spyro. You'd want to play it. It's a cool stage. So we're just going to go through there, even though there's probably tons of people on YouTube and videos on YouTube showing all the blue fire guides. But it shows you. It doesn't explain it to you what's going on here. So that's what I'm going to do. Alright, so Twilight Tour, this was the track released for the Nitro Tour. When the Nitro Squad was released, it was the first Grand Prix. It's based basically around the Arabian Nights levels in Warped. And yeah, it is a really fun stage, especially for it being, what is it, a completely new track for this game. However, a lot of people didn't like it just because it was Blue Fire eligible. And of course, with any stage on Blue Fire, it really gives casual players a disadvantage just because they don't really know how to control it. And I'm not going to keep it here, even though I should have. So that means we probably will not beat Oxide on this, even though he does screw up, I believe, in the third lap. Yeah, the key to Twilight Tour, just keep doing the perfects here. And then I'll really explain it more on the third lap because that's when we'll have Blue Fire. But it's about knowing when to jump and knowing when to drift. On this part here, just continue out the drift. You get more reserves than just doing the jump there. And remember, whenever you jump, if you hold the button and hold a direction, you will go straight into a drift outside of that. Alright, so here we go. So hold outside on that first turn, then after the second one, immediately hold inside. At least as a speed character. Do 2 here. Well, it's supposed to be 2 perfect boosts there. However, I did 2 goods. Yeah, I was right. Oxide screws up on the third lap. And yeah, then you just do the exact same thing that you've been doing. You can air brake there instead of hopping, but I just do hopping just because it's safer. And yeah, that is pretty much Twilight Tour. Okay, well, I thought I was going to be able to get around that without bonking, but, you know, we take those. We take those.
Maybe you could beat me if you
Yeah,
stop
so
dragging
you can
your
see the
feet.
difference in my time there. If you actually do Blue Fire, it's about it's pretty good margin that you're going to be ahead of people. However, just keep in mind that whenever you're playing online, it's probably not going to be that way because the stage is so small in terms of the shortcuts and the extra pathways. People are definitely going to put potions, forgive me, beakers, nitros, and TNTs on the ramps for the shortcuts. It's a hard knock life, but you just gotta adapt. And that's honestly the best way to explain online is just have the skill already known, but be prepared to adapt and expect the worst. Always expect for there to be a TNT where you want to go. Always expect for there to be a beaker when you're going through a transformation. Because again, you're playing against people who know the stage just as good as you, know how to control your cart just as good as you. And especially on this stage. Prehistoric Playground. So I always start off here by doing a boost and then 3 boosts here. Jump here, jump again, then go into a drift here. Well, that's embarrassing. But yeah, just be careful there because they modeled that part there to jut out a bit. So you can lose Blue Fire right there immediately. And really, that's just the key to this stage. And then just make sure that whenever you're going up to those water jets there, just keep in mind that they're there and they push you up. Yep. So I gotta say, I did choke in the beginning, but we'll be fine. We'll be fine. I do 2 here after you get the blue fire out of the waterfall. Jump here, jump again, go into the drift, go into 2 drift here. Jump off to the side, jump again, go immediately into a drift, take the inside turn. Turn, yeah. Take the inside turn. Again, whenever there's an opportunity to drift 3 times off of a boost ramp, instead of jumping off of it, take the 3 boosts. Yeah, and if you're doing this for the time trial, don't worry if you're behind Oxide a bit on this second lap. He does screw up on the third. If I recall. Yeah, that's actually something I notice on these original. Well, I made that. Yeah, he does screw up. Yeah, Beanox has a thing with their original tracks of Oxide actually screwing up. Yeah, interesting choice. I mean, I get it, but it does incentivize actually doing good on the track. So if you have blue fire here, you're gonna want to air drift. I keep mixing up my terms. You're gonna want to air brake on those little bumps there. World record, you can actually jump around on the inside of the circle there.
Maybe you could beat me if you stop dragging
But yeah,
your feet.
if you look at my times up there, like the 2:32, if you do a perfect run, that's about the time you should do every time. As long as you're below 2:40, you've beaten Oxide. Yeah, and honestly, I think if you do a perfect race, you do about, in terms of time range, you do about 2:20 to 2:32 is about a perfect race, at least with the speed character. So now we're on to the final track, Spyro Circuit. And this is a really, really fun stage just because it's basically a love letter to Spyro. And what it does is it takes you through multiple worlds of Spyro 1. So it starts off with Dreamweavers, moves into Magic Crafters, I believe, and then I forget the third one. There are 3 phases in this track, and there's no blue fire on this one, and there aren't really any shortcuts on this. There's one very, very small shortcut, and that's it. It's just clean racing and keeping your reserves up. Yeah, and they're not here in the time trial, but there are also stage hazards on this stage. So like there's little crates of TNT that if you go into, they will blow up if you touch them. So here's the only shortcut. You jump over this corner here. And that's it. You just do straight racing from here on out. Yeah, it's basically a hard Crash Cove. Now you won't be able to do this in online matchmaking because there is a TNT crate in the middle of the pathway here. But yeah, you're just keeping your reserves up, just going as fast as possible. And I will say it is going to be hard to actually do a perfect race online, just because there's lag, and like through the portals there, people will like to put beakers. So I mean, you can't expect it. You can't do anything to adjust to it. It's either you're going to get hit by it, or you're luckily going to miss it. But in that case, someone's probably going to put one where you're going to land. So, yeah. This stage isn't really great online if you're going for a really good time. But, I mean, that's the same with any racing game. If you're going for a good time, and you're playing with items, yeah, you can bet you're probably not going to get that good time that you're looking for. And yeah, in terms of this Oxide time, because the stage is so linear and there's not really much deviation that you can do, you're not going to get too far ahead of Oxide. Even though there is a skip right here where you bump into the wall and you can actually go up. I was about to say up top, but you can like somehow clip up here.
Maybe you could beat me if you
Is that
stop
my best time?
dragging your
2:17.8? No, it was my second best time. Almost best time. But yeah, that is pretty much all of the tracks in CTR Nitro Fueled. And that is all of the shortcuts, all the tips and tricks that I did. And yeah. So we got through all the tracks in about 2 hours. That's honestly not bad. Yeah, it's not bad. Well, I think that's about it for me, guys. I'm gonna head out. Yep. Thanks for watching, dudes. I will see you guys later.